Hi, friends. Welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Trina, and this is Taking Note. So, I always talk about my notebook, I always talk about writing. Today, I want to talk to you about how I plan in my notebook. If you want to call it a planning system, you can call it a planning system, but it should only take me about 5 minutes to tell you about it. So whether or not it is a system is debatable. So let's get started. So if you don't already know, I've been keeping a notebook. If you want to call it a notebook, a planner, an organizer, I've called them all kinds of things, but right now it's definitely a notebook. It has nothing else in it. It's a spiral bound notebook. I've been keeping a notebook of some kind since I was a little kid, like a 9-year-old. Today, I am a solo parent. I am an educator. I'm a beginning drum student. I am a writer. I am a content creator, all kinds of things. I'm juggling many balls right now. And I do it all with the help of my notebook and also my digital calendar. So if you want to call it a system, you would probably call it a hybrid system. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, feel that getting things done has more to do with your intentions and your commitment and your discipline than any system or notebook that you are using. So I'm going to put that out there. People might disagree with me, but I think it needs to be said. When we're trying to get things done, I think the very first thing that we have to do is determine what the project is, what our goal is, and how many steps are involved with actually achieving our goal or getting the results that we want. So once we know what our project is or what our goal is, we need to know, well, when do we need to have it done by? Is there a deadline? How long do we want to spend on this project? Once we know our timeline, we then have to break it down into steps. So how many steps are there to meeting our goal or completing our project? Now we have the timeline and we have the steps. And we have to put the steps on a timeline, right? So if we don't actually do the steps, the goal isn't going to be met. We're not going to get the results that we want. And so we have to commit to doing certain things at a certain time. So in my notebook, it's really simple. I have a monthly page where I put down all the things that I need to get done in a month. Could be related to that project, but I also put other things on there. So it's my monthly to-do list. I can add to it at any point during the month. I don't have to have it completed at the beginning of the month. So I have my monthly task list. And then I have a page for the week. Each week has a new page. The page is divided into days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And yes, I add the weekends. So I have a lot of fun on the weekends, or at least I spend a lot of time on the things that are personal and my family. And those things are priorities. And so I make sure that I schedule them as well. And I say schedule because if it is not in my schedule, it is not going to happen. And that is why my system is a hybrid system. These days, I heavily rely on my digital calendar. And so I might have a project page, and then I'll have a monthly to-do list, and then I will have my weekly page where I can put the tasks on the days that I want them done. But then I have to assign them a time. I have to make an appointment to do those things, even if it's an errand that I have to run, even if it is a call that I have to make or a note that I have to write. It has to go in my calendar. I have to assign a time to it, or it doesn't get done, because everything that I do requires time, and I only have so many hours in a day. It's really simple, actually. We don't run out of time because we don't have time. Everyone is allotted the same 24 hours a day, the same 7 days a week. We run out of time because we have not prioritized the tasks that we have to do and assigned them the time that we need to do them in. And so that is why I put everything on my digital calendar. I have a main digital calendar. I have a family digital calendar. If the boys need to be aware of an appointment that I have, so that they won't schedule anything, so that they won't expect me to be available during those times, I put those things on the family calendar. If it's something that they don't need to be made aware of, then I put it on my main calendar and I schedule the time for the task. When necessary, I set alerts and alarms so that I am notified when I need to start a task, when I need to get someplace, when I need to leave to get someplace, so that I am not wasting time or assuming that I have time to do something when actually that is the time that I need to be getting ready to go and do something else. Now, I don't really consider this a system. I consider it to be common sense, but I know maybe it is a system. It is simply the way that I think things have to be done or should be organized in order to get done. So I really don't consider this to be a system. I consider it to be common sense, right? Things take time, and therefore we have to allot them time. We need to know what those things are, and we need to know what our goals are. To me, it's very simple. There's no reason why it should be any more complicated than that. So honestly, this is a really short video. It's a short video because I honestly think that far too often we are overcomplicating getting things done. I think getting things done requires that we know what our goals are, that we know what the results are that we want, or we'll figure that out later, but we need to know what our goals are so that we can figure out what needs to be done. And the key component, I think, is commitment, discipline, motivation, because we can put those things on the calendar and get distracted and not do them. We can put those things on the calendar and then decide to do something else. We can take those things and forget about them and not do them. I mean, there are all kinds of ways that we can avoid doing things that need to be done. But if we know they need to be done, in order for us to achieve a goal or to meet some sort of expectation, and we choose not to do them, we choose to do something else, or we have to do something else, those are decisions. And then we have to really, really ask ourselves, do I really want this thing? Do I really want to write this book? Do I really want to go on this vacation? Do I really want to redecorate the house? Whatever it is. If you've figured out what needs to be done, you've scheduled a time to do it, you actually have that time available, and you still don't do it, then that's an issue that no system, no calendar, no notebook, no special pen, no special anything is going to address. That's an internal issue that you really, really have to dig into and figure out why you are not doing the things that you say you are committed to doing. It can be done in a very simple spiral notebook, one that you can get from the dollar store or the supermarket, or I mean, honestly, it can be a couple of sheets of paper stapled together, and you can do that for each month because maybe you don't need to carry around month after month after month of this information. And once 1 month is done, you can put that aside. And even if you want to keep it, you can put it in a box or a file folder or something like that and just carry with you the current month. Okay, maybe that was slightly longer than 5 minutes, but I hope it wasn't too much longer. I'm actually trying to simplify things for everybody because I think things have become overcomplicated for absolutely no reason at all. So, with that said, if you found this to be useful or helpful, please click like. If you have any comments or feedback at all, I personally would love to hear them, love to hear from you. So please put those in the comments section. And last but not least, please subscribe and click notifications, turn them on. Is that what you have to do? I'm not sure. But anyway, I am grateful to you for watching. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.